Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, thank you. I appreciate it, guys. We are getting ready to do a Virgo. All right. Okay, so we've been doing a little bit of shadow work with this round of readings. I am trying to get into some kind of flow with these readings, guys, between work and doing my own stuff. I'm trying to get readings done, okay? So thank you for bearing with me. I appreciate it. Here we go, guys. Circles. We might have to turn this up a little, this brightness. Let me look. Is that a little better, maybe? Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. Okay. So right away I'm feeling like family, friends, circle of friends, family. And there could be some kind of something that has been going on or has been with circles. It's also reminding me of like something repetitive, but we'll get more on that. And it could be just seeing something really clearly when things haven't been being seen really clearly, maybe with a family member or a group of friends or a family like ancestor stuff. But let's see, let's get some cards, guys. I hope everybody's doing well. Seven of Wands. Continuing to work on something, continuing to do something, standing up for something. Yes, definitely with the Wheel of Fortune here. This goes with the Circles card for sure. Definitely adapting to something here, or maybe standing your ground on something and trying to get others to realize they need to adapt to something. This could be something with a family member, or some kind of I keep getting like a family, like this family circle thing. Clarity begins in the eye of the storm. And the Wheel of Fortune can be kind of it can feel kind of like things are just moving around you in circles, and it's really important when you're sitting in this Wheel of Fortune energy or this circles energy to stay centered. And that could be this too, like this elderly wise person is staying centered, and then while everybody else is kind of moving around them, there is this feeling of standing your ground on something. Six of Rings. Okay, yes. So I feel like whatever this is, it's to help you or help maybe somebody in your circle. Almost like you know, I kind of got this with, I believe it was Leo, had like this group energy, like a support group type of energy. And that's kind of what this is feeling like. And it feels more like family even, or friends, like a circle of friends, or maybe a support group of some sort. But there is some kind of something you are bringing to this circle of friends or family, and something they are giving to you also. But I do feel like things kind of feel, it feels like everybody might have a different idea of like how to do something, or a way to approach something, or what you should do or something, and you're staying kind of headstrong about the way you're doing it, or what you're saying about the situation or whatnot. It feels kind of like, it doesn't feel like a fight necessarily, but it feels like, you know, this is the way I think it works, and like kind of standing by that, or this is the way we should do this, or help each other, or it's like figuring something out here. We got Temperance in the past. Okay, so that is saying that you've been working a lot. Whoever the Virgos are that this is resonating with, this is working on that inner balance with the outer balance, the too much and the nothing. It's finding a balance between overindulgence and like not indulging in anything. It's finding a fine balance between what you do and how you feel, and kind of like walking that line and of balance. It's really a balanced energy, and it's also, it says it's about moderation, which is just doing little bits at a time, working on something working on something maybe that you feel inside to match it up with your outer world, or this, if this has something to do with this group or this family situation, it's like working on it little by little. This Six of Swords did come out for the energy coming in, and that means there feels to be some kind of, if things have been stormy, or they are right now, and it feels like there's a disagreement of some sort, or maybe even a falling out, or I don't want to say an argument, but there could be, because there's this strong like feeling of like kind of a stubbornness, or like I'm doing it my way, and like I'm not, and like that's the only way, like my way or the highway kind of thing. I am getting that energy, and this seems to be where you're standing and you're at in this. But if something has been kind of, and you've been kind of just, it almost feels like chipping away at a problem or an issue or a situation for a while now, things are moving. And now why this Wheel of Fortune is profoundly in your energy right now, it's telling me to be very mindful about staying centered and not putting too much of yourself out in the group or the circle or the situation, but not holding too much back either. It's a fine line. It's just like, it's like stepping a little in and then stepping out when you need to recenter or regather yourself. If this is a situation where you have to kind of go in, speak your case or talk about the issue, or if this is a disagreement, or maybe this is just trying to find a solution or something like that to something you're looking at here. But the Six of Swords is good energy. This is getting through the situation. This is moving away from rough waters, rough energy, into a calmer energy, and an energy that's more in alignment for you now. So that's good. It's moving on from a situation. It's moving on from whatever this storm is that this circles is talking about. It could be even a storm in your own mind going in circles about something, and you kind of trying to go, well, that's not the way I feel, but it's what I'm thinking. And like your head might be going in circles while your heart's telling you one thing, your head's telling you another. Temperance can have a lot to do with balancing that out. And it's always like, but once you surrender to like one or the other, it's like our head can be really stubborn, but like if you surrender, there's like a peace, like there's a peace that comes in. It's like, okay, okay, now I'm on the same page. Like everything's mixed. You know, that's what the temperance is. It's mixing. It's kind of like mixing two things that don't mix too well, but it comes when you do mix it, and you mix it properly, little by little, it makes a good outcome. It has a good outcome, a good consistency. I'm thinking of like, you know, like a gravy, or like, you know, it's like water and oil, or, you know, it's, and you can see things like a lot clearer, things just become a lot more, because there's no arguing between yourself, your head and your heart. Things are feeling like they're looking outside the way they kind of feel inside. It's kind of a matching up. It's like an energy matching up. That's what temperance is to me. And it's just really finding that balance between your inner and outer world, or your head and your heart, or, you know, just two things that kind of, and this could be with a circle or a group of friends or family, or a situation where you take a little bit of what they have to say and a little bit of what you have to offer, and you put it together to move forward on something. It does look like there's going to be some kind of resolution though, or some kind of coming away from this with more clarity and more peace of mind, whatever this is for you, Virgo. Empress, nice. This is staying centered. This is knowing that you've got what you need to continue to move forward, and not only take care of yourself, but others as well. And this is also not feeling any need to, it's feeling very at peace with what you have to offer, to give, and being okay with that. Feeling very like, this is what I have and it's enough. The Empress is very good energy. We got the Two of Swords. This is trying to, so there is something here maybe with the external circumstances, with the family or the friends that you're trying to decide on. It could be whether you want to give more of yourself to a situation, or reach out for maybe help, or reach out to help somebody in a circle, or in a friend circle or a family circle. When you're really just trying to balance yourself out here, it feels like there's a lot around you that might be asking for you might be feeling a pull from the energy around you to kind of pull you into their stuff. And you could be contemplating whether you want to do that or not. With the Two of Swords here, it's like, I kind of know I need to stay centered and not be like, either way, either not not invest myself in this circle of friends or family or this situation and move on from this, or I do. You're going to feel that. You're going to know whether that, which part of that resonates for you, Virgo. But you could be avoiding something here with, and that could be the Seven of Wands. You could be being kind of stubborn, avoiding some kind of decision you need to make I almost want to say like putting yourself in a situation that you might be, or maybe being like a peacemaker type person too. That I'm also getting that, like you could be like, do I really want to like try to fix this or try to work with this, or oh, here we go. Harmony, renewal, yes, the star. So there is something here, probably trying to heal something here, and trying to bring some kind of balance and peace to a situation. This could be with family, friends, like I said, a group situation, and it's just about making that decision now. There could be an indecision on another person's part too, since that is in the external circumstances, and somebody else could be even avoiding working with you or giving to the situation, but it does look like you're going to have to make a choice whether to move on or continue to either invest or accept some help or some kind of assistance that could be being offered to you also at this time. And then we got the Four of Rings. So this is like the Four of Pentacles. This is, do I invest myself in something, or do I conserve it? Do I conserve my energy, my time, my money, my efforts? What is the practical solution here? You know, there's a feeling here of wanting to feel secure and stable, and feeling secure and stable with what you have. But there's also this huge pull of energy around you with the Wheel of Fortune here in the circle, of feeling like you might be getting kind of pulled into maybe others. But it almost feels like you have enough. You actually, with the Empress here, you're feeling like you have enough to give to this situation or help this situation. You just need to make that decision, or somehow come up with some kind of creative way to help a situation or include yourself in this situation. It feels like a situation, but in a very like moderate way, moderation, like a little bit, you know, not like do it all or be like a control freak or like go in and just do it all, but like just give a little, take a little, come to a nice harmonious balance where it's like nice equal give and take with the people around you, and making sure you're still giving to yourself also. But you are feeling like I have enough to reach out to this group or this friend situation or this person, and it kind of feels like you would like to, but it also feels like there's also some kind of, you could really be trying really hard to fix something here or heal something here. Maybe even pushing a little too hard if you're on that side. And if you're not on that side, then maybe you're just being stubborn and choosing not to kind of offer what you have to a situation because you've been working really hard on balancing yourself out and getting in alignment with yourself. And now the universe or the world around you seems to be like, hey, now that you kind of worked on this, can you kind of help figure this situation out, or bring some of that into the stuff around you, your external world. And that's going to be a decision you have to make, Virgo, whether you want to contribute to this. But it does look like, you know, there is some kind of hope of some kind of refreshing. You know, the star is refreshing, it's healing, it's dreams coming true, it's renewal, it's being rejuvenated by the spiritual strength you have. And also the star to me is always bringing that highest self to your earthly relationships and your earthly projects and making it a reality, where there is harmony between that and this, or this and this. You know, there's a lot of balancing going on in your reading, where you're trying to, it feels like there's a really working hard at trying to get head and heart in the same place, that and this coming together. It kind of feels a really like integration, but it also feels like there's other people around you. You may be trying to integrate into this, or you need to integrate into a group or into a family or back into, it could just be society in general. But we got the biome connection. I was feeling that as I was talking about. It feels like the universe is kind of pulling you, the Wheel of Fortune here. Feels like it's kind of pulling you, trying to get you to maybe be more adaptable to things going on around you that you may be kind of staying to yourself right now, but it's always helps grow you when you reach out and you connect and you find it's expansive energy. So there's a lot trying to expand here with the Wheel of Fortune here and like that Jupiter energy. And Jupiter, you know, it's about expansion, and it's about that, and it's good. It's usually good, and it's starting to move direct again too. So connection, the biome. I love that. I'm going to read that. But I was feeling that connection, like kind of like the universe is nudging you or urging you to connect to a circle or a group, because you've been working really hard, it looks like, on trying to get your like self in alignment here. And it might have been a really rocky road with the storm, like, but you might have come to a lot of clarity through like a lot of like frustration and maybe some tears and maybe even a little, you know, some really stormy energy, and you're moving through that, and you're coming out on the other side with more clarity about who you are, what you want to be a part of, what needs healed, or what you want to renew in your life, what you want to revive in your life, and how you want to bring your highest nature to your earthly matters. That's the message I'm getting for that. Nice. I like this. The whole, okay, this came in on, I don't remember whose reading it was, but it's one of those that always comes in during, like, this last year. It's just been a really profound energy. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. You're more with others. We alone do our work individually. You know, and I know I went into hibernation, or I won't even call it hibernation, like hermitization forever. And integrating back in has been challenging. It's been challenging because I had and then I became really comfortable with myself and my guides and my highest nature. And then I'm like, oh, but everything around me it's gonna influence me. It's gonna affect me. It's gonna affect my energy. It's gonna affect my mind. But I'm just letting you know, Spirit knows, and you know, you're strong. You're strong enough to, you might have to go back and recenter yourself and reground yourself. And, you know, we continuously need to continue to do that, to keep on path. But that's how we can help others, and that's why we do all this work. We don't do all this work and bounce and work on all this stuff just for us. Yes, it makes our life a lot more peaceful, and it makes it go a lot more smooth, and it's a lot less drama, but we can also be a part of others, and we can help others, and we can just lead by being ourselves. Excuse me. The whole is greater than the sum of its parts. You are stronger with others, and there is something here urging you to connect with others and move away from this. You're moving out of this kind of stormy place where maybe you didn't see things as clearly as, you know, but you're starting to see things way more clearly now, and you're starting to understand that you do have something to offer, to give to the group, to the circle, to the connections that are in your life. And it's just making that choice, that decision to not avoid exercising the tools and the lessons and all the stuff you've learned. Okay, so it says, be aware of the needs of others. Now this is interesting, because I was feeling that, like, others are going to be wanting, or might be pulling on you for stuff, might be wanting things from you. You might be feeling like, I have enough for me and me only, not everybody right now. Like, I've had these moments too. I have a lot of Virgo in my chart, just so you guys know. I have my Jupiter, my Mars, my Ascendant, and my Saturn all in Virgo in my first house. So it's pretty profound energy to be. It can feel kind of annoying in a way. It's like, man, you know, I don't want people to bug me, and I don't want to like be around people. Like, I've done so much work. I'm so fine right now, like right here by myself, like but it feels a lot better once you integrate in, because then you don't feel like you're just like part of one world and not the other. It's really a balancing act between, it's not even an act, it's a balancing, it's the way we're meant to be. And it's so that we can bring all that stuff that we gathered in the realms of ourselves, in the realms of our deep subconscious, our psyche. We bring those to the surface so we can share those with others. And this has been a message through this whole round of readings for everybody, is to connect and to share and to realize we're all human, and we all go through so much stuff. And the more we hide our faults or our flaws or our journey from others, we're not helping. We're not helping ourselves or others with with our experiences. So it says, be aware of the needs of others. You are a part of the same whole. So this is also loudly saying, you know, remember, like I was saying, it could be like annoying or whatever. Try not to get annoyed when others, they are you and you are them. Not, you know, I know we each have our kind of own special little, I do believe we each kind of have our own like little special things we have to bring, and in our own special way. I think, but when somebody's reaching out for help or guidance, or you are, it's a two-way street. It's a give and take. Both of you receive something from that connection. And that's the message I want to, and it doesn't have to be just both. I'm feeling like this could be multiple people with the circle, and it could feel like it's like you're feeling almost like intuitively nudged, and like it's just the energy in the air kind of pulling you to expand your circle, with people that are in alignment for you, and people maybe that you are wanting to bring your true self to. And this could be friends, family, maybe people you've disconnected from, or people that you are around, but you don't feel like as close as you could be, because maybe you're holding back some things here, some energy. Consider working more closely with your community. Now, I did feel this with Leo. It's like feeling like it felt like they were like either part of a group or starting like some kind of support group, or, you know, this could be being a part of a church group. This could be, and it doesn't have to be church. It could be being part of a gym. It could be being part of a club. It could be being a mentor. It could be going to AA, NA, you know, some kind of community, some kind of place where you can share and give moderately yourself to the people, to the situation, and then still hold on to enough for you. It's a give and take, and you will receive energy from people and they will receive from you. It's when you start feeling drained or like you're giving too much that you probably have crossed the balance. You've, you know, mixed too much oil in with the water, and it's not going to blend. It's not going to feel good. So that's really nice. There is a feeling here of, even though I feel like there's been a lot of work done here and a lot of balance and a lot of sight that you've gained here by just cutting down on things. Like moderation also means like if you were ever like, it's like cleaning, it's like purifying, you know, it's like this purifying energy too of like, I'm not doing too much. I'm not going to eat too many cookies. I'm kind of going to cleanse my mind, my body, my spirit, so that I can kind of make this how it needs to be. You know, I am getting this really nice, clear mind as you're moving through this energy, but I feel like all this energy around you could be messing with your mind a little, going, oh my gosh, I like don't know if I want to be put myself into this circle or invest myself in this, you know, when I'm staying pretty secure right here. But those connections are important, and that is what the bigger picture is about. Excuse me. It is what the bigger picture is about. Once each part does its part for itself to make it better. And then when it gets with others and it connects with others at their best, then it becomes really great for the world, for humanity, for us as people. So that's really awesome, you guys. I love that. All right, let's go ahead and get one of these. Voyage. Ooh, this is Six of Swords energy also. We have that ship with the swords and the window and the keys. There is something here about moving forward, moving on away from a storm, moving out of some energy that was not, excuse me, was not calm, was not peaceful. Now, you have a lot of peace coming in here for you, Virgo, and it's about moving forward, and also this window's open, which is showing me this expanded view instead of these lines in the window blocking. You know, this is clear vision. Oh, excuse me. Mercy. Okay. This is, nothing's blocking your view of this ship. And this ship is your vessel. I am getting a message about the vessel, the body. This is your body moving forward. And this is so nice with the Six of Swords and the, this other energy here. that's the voyage, and that's what the Six of Swords is about. It's about moving on. It's about moving away from something. It's about taking, and this could just be an energetic shift from one energy to another, or actually physically moving somewhere also towards something. So you will know where that is going. But that's really nice. Let's get an affirmation for you. Well, actually, you know what? We're going to get one of these first. Really nice. So expansion, connection, healing, renewal. Making a decision on this. Being balanced with how much you invest yourself in and what. You could be really trying to move forward hard, you know, and standing your ground. Like, I am getting out of this storm. I am moving forward. Maybe you already know you are heading towards others, you know. Oh, look at this. This is crazy. Pilgrimage. Look at that. Interesting. Pilgrimage, you know. We got the ship, this ship, and pilgrimage. Pilgrimage, going on a pilgrimage, going on, you know, I feel like that's going on a trip, going on a, seeing something different, moving forward to see something different, experiencing something different here than what you have been experiencing. And I feel like that's good. I am going to read this. I love this deck, and I love the meanings of these cards too. Pilgrimage. This goes really nice with all this Six of Swords energy I'm getting. It says, I am on the journey of life. I take advantage of this journey to revise limiting beliefs that have blighted my past. For too long, I have surrendered to my weaknesses, and now I clearly see the task before me. You know, that's that Temperance too. If you have ever, which I know we all have, been weak and gave too much, drank too much, ate too much, did drugs, whatever it was, just lived hard, you know, or didn't have balance in our lives, it does influence us. Now you're seeing something very clearly now, Virgo, and it could be just, you know where you want to go. Like, and this is a lot to do with healing, and it has a lot to do with putting yourself out there again or into something. Making your mind up to move forward and live and be abundant. I'm getting that. And it says, I will not put it off any longer. That is where this Seven of Wands, I'm kind of like, is this stubbornness or is this I'm right? You know, which could be, if you already are saying, hey, I'm moving forward, I'm moving away, I'm moving out of the storm, I know what I need, I know where I wasn't seeing clearly and where I am now. Is this... And then this two of Swords, this indecision. It's saying, don't put it off any longer. I am capable. I can do it. That's that Empress energy. You're feeling that. You're feeling like, I can do this. I got this. I'm one insightful moment. In one insightful moment, I cut the chains. Yes, it feels like something here has been anchoring you, holding you back into the past, into an unbalanced state, not a mixed, integrated state. And now you're moving into some integration, some balance, and the anchors are cut. So you're moving away from something here that has been holding you back. And this is taking a lot of conviction, strength, persistence, determination, to move forward. The key word, it says they did not know it was impossible, so they did it. You know, when you don't think something's impossible, then you're going to do it. You know, if you're telling yourself it's impossible, it's going to be impossible. You're not even going to try. But as long as you don't know or don't tell yourself things are impossible, you're going to try everything. Courage is the key word. Today I look life in the eye and accept that we are dancing a dance of joys, illusions, and sorrows. I have not come here to be perfect. This has been such a message, you guys. Like, we are not perfect, but we are trying our damnedest to do our best and grow and evolve and move forward and try to help each other. And it's beautiful. I have come here to be real. That's real, okay? I've come here to be real. But you can be real kind. You can be real loving. You can be real aware, real alert. And you can really be scared, too, about moving forward, putting yourself into things, again, after a long time of just working to just see something in yourself clearly, you know, but trust the process and trust the work you've put in, because I feel like there has been some work big time put in. When I expand, Now the word expand is in this card again, which I'm feeling that expansion. This is a huge, huge growth here. Fear diminishes. So any fears you have of leaving this old, like not balanced or not matching up state of being behind, let it go, because there is some alignment big time coming in here for whoever this is resonating with. It says, I leave the shores of safety. This is what I was talking about when I was coming out of my, what I like my hermited, like, you know, hiding away, doing my work. And when I had to come back in, I explained this in a reading back, and it was a good message. It was a good vision. And it was me out driving in a field. Like my inner child, all the healing I was doing that out in a field with Grandpa, with God. And I could do no wrong, you know. We're loved exactly as we are. And there was no hate. There was no shade. It was all love. It was all understanding. It was all forgiveness. And it was all inspiration. And then it's like, oh, and there was no stop signs. There was no rules. There was just, you just drive. You just drive until you're comfortable driving. And then I'm going to put you back in on the roads, and you're going to have to follow stop signs and stop lights. And there's going to be people that you don't know what they're doing. You don't know which way they're going. Sometimes they don't use their turn signals, but I've taught you to feel comfortable behind the wheel now. That's coming in very strongly, that message. I've taught you how to be comfortable in the wheel, in your vessel, so you can drive on these streets now, even if you've been out in the field for a long time and you love it. You know, it's a great place to be, but it's also part of our humanity and our life and our journey to be present in our physical 3D reality also. It's just half the battle is getting comfortable in our own skin, in our own spirit, you know, and just understanding that we're not perfect and we are here to grow and learn. And then really celebrating those times when we do take away something really great from even something that maybe didn't feel great at the time. It's really good. It's good stuff. So when I expand, fear diminishes. I leave the shores of safety to venture out in this journey. And it can feel very like, no, I don't really want to. Like, why are you asking me to go back out there when I'm doing so good? But I believe Spirit, God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, wants us to help others, wants us to bring our energy to others in the best way we can. And if we just hide out and keep it all to ourselves, we're not actually being part of the whole, which is the whole universe, the whole God's whole kingdom, the whole kingdom. So I do feel like that is our part, and it's what we deep down we want to do because it's in our nature. I love that. I take a leap of faith and I receive my reward. You know, doesn't mean every day is a cakewalk, but there's been a lot journeyed here, a lot learned here, and I feel like you're moving forward, whoever this is resonating with, and it's beautiful. And I do understand the movement from going from being really like kind of alone, not lonely, just alone and peaceful and good with yourself and good with God, and then having to take that out and be good with others, other people that maybe haven't done the same work that you've done, but we're all people, and we all have fear, we all have some kind of regrets, we all have human things that, you know, some humans you might be able to help more than others because you have more in common. That would be where like the circles or the groups or the like-minded people come in, okay? So that's really nice, okay? I love that, Virgo. Let's get an affirmation. This is interesting because I didn't say it, but I was thinking it. The Six of Swords and your other card have 3 swords in the ship. That is 9 swords, right? And I almost said it, but I didn't. And I was thinking, as long as you don't let your own head get in the way of you moving forward, your own fears, your own anxieties. But then this pilgrimage card that I pulled after it covered it, because it said about the fear. It said, you know, to expand, I have to like leave my fears. I'm going to read that again real quick, just that part. When I expand, fear diminishes. I love that because, and here we got the 9 of Swords. The affirmation is, I trust the present moment. So if you feel yourself stepping out of maybe a comfort zone you've been in, and you feel stuff kind of, you know, or others' energy is around, it might be affecting you. You might be feeling some things that you've maybe purposely been like not exposing yourself to or being a part of. But it's definitely saying stay out of your head. Do not have fear. Fear is our worst enemy, to be honest. Fear is the worst enemy. And next to that, maybe arrogance, not having any fear at all of like, I won't say fear, but like you balance, knowing that you need to move slow. You can't just jump into things like fearless. You got to be cautious and aware, but not fearful. Especially when you know you've done the work and you also know how your head works. We know how our mind works. We know how our thought process works. So if you have been doing your shadow work and you understand this is how my mind works, you can tell it, back out. I know what you're doing. We've been through this before. I'm moving forward. I'm trusting in this moment. I'm trusting in my heart. Part of that temperance is also that head and heart thing. Like sometimes our head is saying one thing and our it's just not matching up. So I feel like you've been doing a lot of matching up. So just don't let your mind be your worst enemy. Our minds can be our best friends too. We just got to get it on board with our spirit. That is how I feel about that. And then we have that Ten of Swords. You are at the end of something here, whoever this is resonating with. I see the truth in this ending. There is some kind of stormy, unbalanced kind of energy you've been working through. Maybe by yourself. Maybe off on your own, kind of in a hermit, mode, but it's ending. It's coming to an end. You're moving through it. Just do not go back. Do not fall into this trap, this Nine of Swords, because you are really moving forward here, whoever this is resonating with. Okay, I love that. Let's go ahead and get what you need to surrender. And this will be your last card. I want to thank you again for coming and watching your guys' video. I really appreciate it, you guys. I hope everybody's doing well. I'm going to try to figure out I'm trying to figure out a schedule, but it's like 2 months. It's like, oh my gosh, it's been like a month or two since I've done a reading. It's just, I've been busy. I switched jobs. I had a lot of activity in my 10th and 11th house going on. So surrender to trust. I love this. This goes great with the Nine of Swords being your affirmation. I trust in the moment. I trust in this moment. I trust in this moment. Surrender to trust. Trust in your highest knowing, your highest self, God, the universe. Trust in the process, okay? Trust yourself and your decisions. This can be very hard if you've made bad decisions in your past. I know this. I've lived through, I got this too. I'm here trying to help people too. It takes a lot to trust your mind again after maybe not using your mind wisely for a long time. But after cleansing and balancing and purifying, you can trust yourself. You can trust. And if you have any hesitations about it, pause. Just don't jump into something until you have that complete understanding with yourself that this is what you're doing. I love that. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Now, this could be also where you're standing your ground also. If this isn't moving towards a group of people, it's trying to shut maybe other people's opinions of how you should do something out, because what you're doing is working for you, and maybe they don't understand that. But they could be trying to help too, and you could maybe need to meet in the middle somewhere with friends, family, something like that. But it says just don't let other people's strong opinions sway you. If they have strong opinions about your past, who they think you are, what they there's all the things that go through your head, like, oh my gosh, people know me I know back when I was sober, oh my gosh, people are so used to seeing me drunk and nobody's, what are they, it's like, oh my gosh, you always drink, Danny, you always have a beer. I don't. No, I don't. I don't, not anymore. Like, that's not me, and it's okay. We are allowed to change. We are allowed to be different people than we used to be. That's evolution. That's expansion. That's growth. I love that. I love that about our humanity, that we are allowed to change, and we are allowed to become exactly what feels good for us in the moment, in this moment, okay? I love that. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. So if you've already chose a path, Virgo, or whoever this is resonating with, be confident you're on the right path and you've chosen the right path. If you haven't, you need to make that choice from that centered place. That centered place in the middle of all this swarming around you. Also, the Wheel of Fortune, there's a lot going on with the planets right now, you guys. And whenever I see the Wheel of Fortune, I think all the planets will shift. That's what the Wheel of Fortune looks like to me in my head. It's like you're in the middle, like kind of like the sun, and all these planets and all this energy swaying around you, pulling you this direction, pulling you this direction, pulling you in this area of your life, pulling you in this area of your life. And then there's you in the middle of all that, going, okay, I see you. I see where you're pulling me. And you know what? I do need to give a little to that area of my life, or that area of my sky. But I also have this over here that, there's a really meticulous process to choosing where you're going to put your energy at this point, especially if you've been doing a lot of energy work, a lot of balancing. It's going to be very, very important to stay blended and grounded and centered as you're moving through a lot of energies and a lot of changes and shifts right now, Virgo. And I will just say this, our nodes have switched. So the South node is in Virgo now, and Pisces is the North node. That is our opposite. That's the opposite across from us. If you are a Virgo rising, Pisces is in your seventh house, about 6th, 7th. That's your house of others. That's your house of other people. So there is this pull with Virgos, especially Virgo risings, of others. You thinking about others, wanting to help others, wanting to step out and be that thing for others. And also others, there's just this energy around this care and this nurturing. And Pisces is a good energy, but also it's about keeping your balance too. That's the Virgonian energy. It's like, I still need to stay healthy. I still need to take care of myself. I still need to stay balanced. My mind, body, and spirit's very important. Don't let other people pull all that away from you if you've worked hard to balance that out for yourself too. I think I've been working really hard on that. And that's what I'm trying to figure out too for myself, is balance, because you don't want to drain yourself to a point where it's just complete burnout for who knows how long. But, you just got to be moderation, little bits at a time. I was going to try to do 2 readings tonight. I'm only going to do 1. That's okay. I got off work. I'm doing what I can. I'm going to continue to try to do what I can. But if I need a break, I'm not going to beat myself up about it. Got to take care of ourselves right now, especially these nodes have changed. Like, we got a lot going on, you guys, and that is that Wheel of Fortune energy. So just be mindful of don't get unconsciously dragged into 100 different directions to where you lose your center, you lose your equilibrium. You can't see straight anymore because you're getting pulled in 100 different directions and you end up moving in circles. That is the message for you guys. Okay, so you guys, I appreciate you guys coming and watching your reading, and as always, I wish you guys the best. I hope you guys have a good day, and I will talk to you later.